John here, Shoreline Fishing, and I'm doing a special emergency tackle box, a container. So, first of all, you have to get a little container and get yourself something for floss, put some line on it, get a couple small jig heads, couple fake maggots. You can get these in bags of a whole bunch of them, but you only need a couple. And a bobber. The bobber is so if you're in a like by a river, you can throw it, and it doesn't sit at the bottom. It just sits like this. Obviously, you know how a bobber works. So you would put everything into this. Put an elastic over it because you don't want to mess with tape in an emergency. Now I'm going to show you how to tie. First you take off some of the line. Hopefully you can see this, but you just thread the line through the hole, obviously. And you make one crossover, two crossover, three crossover. So you got it looking something like that. Oh, not like that. I mean, we do that. It's hard to show when you just do it automatically. So, line through. One crossover, two crossover, three crossover. So you got something that looks like that. And then you want to put that, the lead-in line through the main hole, right through the big hole. This is a bad knot, but because I'm showing. You tie it not hard. And what I usually do is go back and just do a regular knot. But anyway, when you do that, just set your bobber, and don't forget you need a little bit of a blade. When you catch a fish, you have to gut it, put it on the fire. Perfect. Nice fish. Now I'm playing the best case scenario, pretending like I found worms, but the maggots will work if you are patient enough. So let's get the line in. Obviously you don't need a rod. You're line fishing right now, which means you just drop the line in with your hook and your lure. With your bobber, you can throw it if you have to, and just whenever the bobber goes under, give it a yank to set the hook, and that's it. That's simple. First fish. So you take that razor, cut from here all the way down to his tail fin here, get his guts out, stick a stick in his mouth out the end of the hole that you made here, and fry him up on a fire. Let's keep on fishing. This is about the size of fish that you're gonna get, but for an emergency, it's not that bad. You're unfortunately going to catch a lot of these little guys, but hey, you know what? Survival of the fittest. About eating size, push to shove. Now, what I do to quote unquote cast is I throw this like a little stone. Obviously, holding on to the other piece of the line at the end of the line. This is a nice one. Now, the way that I thread the hook is I start the pointy end of the hook at the front of the worm, and I just thread it like a string. Now that's leaving a little bit too much out. I'll cut a little bit off of him, but you just want the point of the hook to come out. Worst case scenario happened, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but that's my bobber swimming away. I hooked a fish and the line snapped, and yeah, there goes my bobber. Still swimming away. He'll get the hook out, no problem, but still, it sucks. Now here's a tip. If you're driving out and you're lost, you have no cell signal, or low on battery, you can always change the message on your cell phone to the rough area where you are, maybe buildings around you or something like that, and when somebody is looking for you, calls you, they'll get the message and they'll come and get you, hopefully. So that's just a tip. You see, the best case scenario is not having to use this at all, so keep that in mind. What I did to make a makeshift bobber is I took a little stick, just enough for it to float with the jig head, and when this goes under, you got a fish on. So that was the show for today. Hope you enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't done that so far. Until next time, keep on fishing, and thank you again to my mom, Janet Burgess, for that idea of the show. If you have any ideas, put it in the comments. Thank you, and keep fishing. Alright, but you know, here for about an hour, and I've caught about 60 of these little guys.